Previously on Big Brother Sim Edition 3D, Natalie and Phoenix chose Lakeisha as the next director, and she chose the sequel, but it was not yet revealed what it meant. Siblings, Marky and Lakeisha, thought they were about to seize control of the game, unaware that Dustin and Cece knew their big secret. Dustin struggled trying to decide who to nominate for eviction, but Cece continued to push for him to backstab Marky and break up the sibling duo. At the nomination ceremony, Dustin nominated Ada and Marky for eviction. Marky's paranoia was high, but Cece, who was the swing vote, assured him he was safe. However, Cece's lies and Dustin's true intentions were exposed at the eviction ceremony, when Marky was evicted from the house, blindsiding him and his sister, Lakeisha. After Marky's departure, Sinead called the house guests back to the living room, revealing that as director Lakeisha has chosen the sequel eviction. Who will become the next head of household? Who will that person nominate for eviction? And which nominee will become the second house guest to leave the Big Brother house tonight? Find out now on Big Brother Sim Edition 3D.
Walking into the diary room, my heart is pounding, because everyone knows that I am the swing vote tonight, and what I am about to do is going to cause a lot of trouble. I vote to evict Marky. I have no idea how Lakeisha is going to handle this, but her reaction will determine my next move in this game. If I am lucky, Dustin will take the heat for this and not me.
Marky, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
When the votes were revealed, I needed someone to pick my jaw up off of the floor, because Cece and Dustin had the votes to do whatever they wanted. This was their little plan all along. They had the majority. There was no reason to lie directly to Marky's face. I am pissed off.
Dustin, how could you do this to me?
I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't think you are.
It is so messed up to do that to your friend.
I didn't want to do it. I love the dude. It's purely strategy. I feel awful. Marky is so upset and calling me out. This could all blow up in my face.
No worries, dude. You just proved to everyone that you need to go home next.
I thought you would understand.
Stop talking to me, dude.
As he is leaving the house, Marky's emotions are high, and I am worried that Lakeisha is going to feed off of that energy and start screaming at me when he has gone out the door.
Be smart and win this game.
I am taking no prisoners.
That's exactly what I want to hear.
Only time will tell if this was a good move on my behalf and a successful HOH.
Make them pay.
I am glad we got to do this together.
Lakeisha was visibly upset that I was staying in the house, but that's her problem, not mine. I am happy to have survived my first time being nominated for eviction, and since they were having their own private moment at the door, I decided to thank those responsible for letting me stay. Thank you people for voting him out and not me.
You're welcome.
I will miss you.
I'll miss you too. I can't believe how insensitive you are, Ada.
But apparently that was an issue to that cranky uptight bitch.
I am so angry. These people will be punished for what they did. Marky is not even out the door and Ada is thanking people for voting him out of the house. How disrespectful, rude and inconsiderate. I am not surprised that kind of ignorant behavior is coming from Ada, but it still makes me angry. I want to put her in her place, but I need to play this game as seriously as I can now, so I walk away to avoid confrontation. I need to win this game and the money for my parents, but I want to succeed for Marky too.
It was hard to watch Marky's picture fade to gray. In that moment, what I did became real. I miss him already.
House guests, please return to the living room. Tonight was such a success. Big Brother wants to do a sequel.
That doesn't sound good.
Sinead, I am not in the mood. I haven't had any time to process my brother's eviction when Sinead drops the bomb on the house about the sequel eviction. I know this is happening right now because of what I had chosen inside the box office as the director this week, and I might have accidentally set myself up to now go home.
Before the night is over, another house guest will be evicted. You will soon compete in an endurance competition.
This is all my fault. I'm sorry, everybody.
What a horrible night.
5 minutes after its completion, the newly crowned head of household will be forced to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. Immediately after the nomination ceremony, the rest of you will enter the diary room to cast your votes to evict. This will all happen very fast. Please make your way to the backyard.
This is so intense. I have been laying low, but my strategy is starting to pick up steam, and now that we're halfway through the game, I have to start trying harder in competitions.
Breaking news. Big Brother City continues to be rocked by aftershocks from the earthquake. Many civilians remain trapped.
House guests, welcome to your 4th HOH competition. The objective is to hold on as long as you can. The last person left on the wall will become the next head of household. And the first person to fall off will become our final have-not of the season. But beware, aftershocks of the earthquake are still wreaking havoc. So hold on tight.
What the hell does that mean? Are you people trying to kill me?
The competition begins now.
Good luck, everybody. There is a lot on the line in this competition. I hope Cece wins head of household and secures our safety in the house for next week.
I laid low the first half of this game, but now it's time for me to start playing aggressively. I want to win HOH and get rid of Clay. Everybody else in the house likes me. There's also the bonus of it keeping Lakeisha and Dustin focused on one another, rather than on me. However, if Lakeisha is extra bitter and has a grudge against me, she will have to go next.
That bitch Cece lied to Marky's face. She did not need to lie about her vote and give false reassurance. That's mean. If I am ever in power, she better pack her bags. And Dustin, I have no words for him. I would not be surprised if he let another woman manipulate him, and that was all Cece's plan. At the end of the day, I don't think my brother ever was Dustin's pawn. From the moment he was brought up for nominations, Marky was always the target.
My back hurts already.
Be positive, Ada.
I have arthritis and swimming every day helps alleviate the pain it causes. But that doesn't mean it goes away. I'm 68 years old for crying out loud. My feet hurt, my ankles hurt, my knees hurt, my hips hurt. Everything hurts. I don't need this goofball telling me to remain positive. I'll take the have-not punishment, but remember I kept you all safe when I was HOH. Whoever wins HOH, please take these things into consideration and keep me safe.
Literally each and every single person in this house just heard you say you were uncomfortable. No one believes you're stepping down to do us all a favor. You're stepping down because you can't tolerate the challenge anymore. I owe the old bag of bones nothing.
Ah, my back. I served my time on the chopping block, remember that.
I do not want to sound evil, but I am relieved when Ada's back pain takes her out of the competition, because if she won, I absolutely would have been nominated for eviction again.
I had to get down off the wall, I am already sore, and I knew as soon as an aftershock hit the wall that I'd fall and potentially hurt myself further.
We have been on the wall for about an hour. I do not trust Lakeisha or Clay, so I hope they're getting lulled into a false sense of security. But I know an aftershock has to be coming soon, so I am holding on tight.
This is going to be a long night.
What's that sound? Whoa.
It's so hard to hold on. I'm losing grip.
We are hit with an aftershock causing me to almost slip and fall. This competition could go all night, or one of these aftershocks could end it in an instant.
The damn aftershock made me lose my grip. I am so pissed off right now.
I want to make it clear that Clay is my ally in this game out of convenience, not choice. Once again, he has let me down when I need him.
I am happy when Clay is eliminated from the competition, but I knew from the start that it would come down to Lakeisha and I in the end.
You got long left in you? Whoa.
With the aftershocks, I don't know.
A second person is leaving the house tonight, and it could happen any minute now that there's only 2 people left in the head of household competition. I'm going to use the time I have now wisely, because I know that Clay and I are sitting ducks, instead of trying to save myself in the 5 minutes between the competition and nomination ceremony. Clay, come with me. We need to make sure we're on the same page. If Lakeisha asks you, tell her you did not know Marky was leaving. Tell her you were giving your friend a pity vote, and thought Cece was evicting me. I am not sure why Lakeisha was so upset when Marky was evicted, or what they were whispering about at the door before he left, but she does not need to know that Dustin told me about his plan to backstab him. I want Lakeisha to direct all of that frustration she is feeling toward Dustin and Cece. Then Clay and I can sit back and watch the preceding war. Lakeisha is upset about Marky's eviction. That's Dustin and Cece's fault, not ours. We don't need to incriminate ourselves. We need to sit back and watch as they go to war. We can easily be safe tonight if we don't get involved.
One of us might get nominated as a pawn. We've both survived eviction once before. Who knows who they'd choose between us to fill that seat? Best case scenario, Lakeisha wins and nominates Cece and Dustin. You're right, it's the perfect new rivalry to keep us safe, and I will not say a word about anything. Cece and Dustin have exposed themselves to the house as ruthless players. The oncoming discourse could be enough for Ada and I to evade eviction until the endgame.
It's time to talk, since that is what they are clearly doing inside. And it's you two I have the most questions for. Why was I left out of the vote? It is hard for me to hide how I am feeling about Marky getting evicted, but instead of telling these people I've been lying and he was actually my brother, I am pretending my feelings as though they're stemming from being left out of the vote. Dustin, you know I have your back. And Cece, I thought we were cool. Now I feel uneasy.
Marky was a pawn originally, but the plan changed literally 5 minutes before the vote. He was a threat to win the entire game. Lakeisha starts asking questions and I answer quickly, so that Cece does not have a chance to speak. I do not want Lakeisha to know I told her secret to Cece.
Dustin responds to Lakeisha with some made-up lie that he and I had never discussed. I do not think it is believable, and that will make her even more upset with us.
And who made this decision?
I would say it was a group effort, wouldn't you, Dustin? I understand why Dustin reacted with a lie in this moment, but I don't think he did us any favors. I want to make sure that Lakeisha knows everyone in the house knew about the plan except for her and Marky. I want her anger to be with everyone, because I could easily end up getting thrown under the bus for this if he is not careful with what he says.
Exactly. Ada, Clay, Cece, and I all met in the black and white lounge when you and Marky were getting ready.
Everybody.
It's harsh, but at the end of the day, this is a game and Marky was a bigger threat than Ada.
Okay, but who first said Marky's name? I don't want to be out of the loop.
I don't know if I quite remember. Like I said, it was a group effort, right, Cece?
That's nonsense. Please be straight up with me.
It was a collaborative effort between Dustin and I. We had been discussing threats to win this game all week, and we would be stupid players if we voted out Ada instead of Marky. Dustin isn't prepared enough for verbal combat, so I am trying to take control of the situation and add some actual truth to the story being told. That way it is more believable and Lakeisha might be more likely to buy into it and trust us.
You both have to understand how shady it is to include Ada and Clay, but not me.
Please don't take it personally.
We couldn't get you away from Marky, and you distracted him for us.
I am trying to get some information about my brother's blind side from Cece and Dustin, but it's painfully obvious that they are feeding me bullshit. I am worried that now you both have loyalty to Clay and Ada. That would mean I am next to go home. I want to play this game with you both. I think Ada is so annoying and I want her out of this house. Dustin might lose my trust after this, but Cece never had it. I want to win this HOH competition to guarantee my safety, but I do want to trick Cece into thinking she and I are cool. So if she wins, then maybe I have a chance to talk my way off of the chopping block.
Lakeisha, this does not change how I feel about our friendship. I want Ada to be evicted next.
Both Ada and Clay are my targets in this game. In a perfect world, they both are the next to leave.
Really?
Yeah, Lakeisha, us three can easily eliminate Clay and Ada from the game.
I am so happy and relieved to hear you say that.
I am happy that you're happy, Lakeisha. Don't overthink Marky's eviction, because if the three of us form an alliance, one of us will win this whole game.
These people clearly think that I am stupid, but that's fine because I think they're dumb as fuck too. I know that they are lying to my face, but I am also lying to theirs.
Ada and Clay are coming back.
Cece and I have been facing off for hours. If either of us actually had trust in the other, we'd hop off the wall. But despite how badly our feet hurt, she and I are still here, and that's because she is lying about trusting me.
I do not know if I can trust Lakeisha or not. She is saying all the right things, but my intuition is telling me that it is all lies.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Holy crap.
Eek.
Jesus, take the wheel. The palms of my hands are sweaty from holding on so tightly. When the wall starts shaking, I quickly feel myself losing grip. Ah, oh no.
Oh my god.
Damn it. I thought I had this in the bag.
Congratulations, Cece. You are the new head of household.
I can't believe this is real life. I am a big fan of the show, so winning HOH feels so surreal. But excitement aside, this truly came at the best time for me in this game, and I plan on doing whatever will benefit me the most.
House guests, the nomination ceremony will begin in exactly 5 minutes.
When Cece wins, I am happy because I know I am safe. The stakes are way too high at this point in the game, and everything is about to be very chaotic in this house over the next 30 minutes. None of us were prepared for the sequel eviction.
Cece wins head of household, and once again I am worried that maybe it's me going home next. We all burst into the house, knowing we have no time, and suddenly I realize the new HOH is nowhere to be seen. The only person following me is this big goof Clay. That's not going to help me very much right now.
One person at a time.
Wow. I am scared. I've had a lot of close calls, but my luck might be running out. I do not know what Cece is going to do, but I have to make her believe that I trust what she is saying, and then maybe she will nominate Ada and Clay.
Are we evicting Lakeisha?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Without a doubt, I am nominating Ada for eviction, but only as a pawn. The person I prefer to leave would be Clay. It's both personal and strategic, but depending on whether or not I can trust her, it might be smarter to get Lakeisha out now. Are we not going to tell Lakeisha the truth? I don't understand why we can't tell her Marky had to go because they were siblings. She will trust us if we are honest.
That's a bad idea.
Why?
She will take it personally. If Lakeisha knows I told Cece their secret, she will blame me for Marky leaving.
Come on, Lakeisha.
I am concerned.
Why? You're not a threat.
Cece hates me. When Cece and I were have-nots, I offended her, and she has not talked to me since. With her in power, I might once again be nominated for eviction.
It is me who will definitely be nominated. but I don't know who will be next to me.
Cece wants to talk to everyone privately.
I'm not wasting time.
She's talking to Lakeisha.
Fuck Lakeisha.
This game is getting ugly. I don't know who Cece is going to nominate, so I have to manage my relationships with everyone carefully over the course of the next 5 minutes. I don't need these people to love me, but I need to not be anyone's least favorite person in the house. With personal attacks like name-calling involved, that strategy alone could win me this game.
I really do not want to go through the stress of a second nomination again, but if Cece puts me on the chopping block, it needs to be against Lakeisha.
Congratulations, girl. I hope you and Dustin are being honest with me. I want to play the game with you both. We can make the final 3 so easily against the Hag and Hillbilly. Cece, Dustin, and I supposedly made an alliance during the competition. I am skeptical, but it's about to be put to the test real quick with the approaching nomination ceremony. I will have your back. You and I could even be the first girl versus girl finale at the end of the season.
That would be amazing. I never thought about that. If we vote out Clay tonight, that's another guy leaving the house.
Hi ladies, sorry to interrupt, but I think it is my turn now.
That's fine, we can finish talking later.
Come with me. I want to make sure that Cece does not give Lakeisha the opportunity to finish talking later. It's time she finally leaves this damn house.
Lakeisha is saying all the right things, but if I let her trick me, and it is the reason I go home later in the game, I will never forgive myself.
Let's evict Lakeisha.
Ada and I know one of us will probably be nominated, but put us up against Lakeisha, not one another.
Evicting Lakeisha now means guaranteed Final 4. Dustin and I will be against Ada and Clay, both weaker players. However, evicting Clay now means guaranteed Final 3, but Dustin and I would have a harder time beating Lakeisha in competitions. I will be honest with the both of you, I don't know what to do.
That is absolutely crazy in my mind. When I was HOH, I kept you safe, Cece.
What the hell?
You're not on my radar.
What is going on? Are they having another secret meeting? Once again, I was left out of a meeting between Cece, Dustin, Ada, and Clay, even though Cece and Dustin supposedly aligned with me. But it's clearly not a big happy family, because I can hear Ada screaming in the storage room.
And I am offended you'd keep a bitch like Lakeisha in the house instead of Clay or myself.
Don't you dare talk to me like that. Yelling at the head of household is a dumb thing to do. I want Clay to get voted out next, but that hinged on how Lakeisha was going to respond after Marky's eviction. So far, Lakeisha has been cool, calm, and collected, so maybe I can work with her in this game, and should nominate Ada and Clay tonight instead. Oh gosh. I don't know what to do. I keep debating back and forth.
Can't we all get along?
No, Dustin. Sorry, but I will not tolerate being disrespected. This is a game. Ada has no right to speak to me like that.
Cece is right. I know you are stressed, Ada, and we all agree Lakeisha is a crappy person, but you need to relax.
Clay is an ass kisser and he threw me under the bus. I might be going home tonight, but in a fair world it would be Lakeisha leaving the house.
Ada, you are acting exactly like the person you're talking shit about.
Cece, you are raising your voice too. Let's all calm down.
Back off, Dustin, I can think for myself.
Sorry.
Ada, you're getting nominated for eviction, but I do not know who against.
House guests, your 5 minutes are now up. Please report to the kitchen for the nomination ceremony.
Oh shit.
What the fuck are you doing there?
Shut the fuck up.
I decide that I am going to nominate Ada and Clay, but then when we gather for the nomination ceremony, we discover that Lakeisha had been listening to us. I do not know what she overheard. I am panicking. Maybe I should nominate Lakeisha to play it safe. Her wrath would be worse than either Ada's or Clay's.
Judging by what I had overheard Cece saying, our new alliance is not as real as she wants me to think. I knew it. My only hope is that I have her fooled and she keeps me safe so I can get her out of the house when she least expects it.
I know that I am safe, but I do not know what Cece is going to do.
Cece told me to my face that I am getting nominated. My opponent needs to be Lakeisha. People would vote her out. but if Cece nominates me against Clay, I will get voted out.
Welcome to the nomination ceremony. It is my duty to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. My first nominee is Ada. My second nominee is Clay.
You've got to be kidding me.
You are a mean and judgmental man,
Excuse me?
and I hope these people vote you out.
I did not expect that. Y'all, you have to save me.
Those are terrible nominations, Cece. Lakeisha is a bigger threat.
Stop yelling at me. I am so tired of hearing your voice.
House guests, take a seat in the living room. It is time for the live vote and eviction.
I took a calculated risk. I think I can trust Lakeisha for now, so I am going to target Clay for eviction. I do not have time to strategize anymore, so I made sure to send a clear message to Dustin and Lakeisha that they need to vote his ass out of the house.
Somehow I am safe. I thought Cece was a smarter player than that, but apparently she is easily fooled. Mark my words. I'm going to be the head of household that one day in the future evicts her.
I am shocked and heartbroken by Cece's speech. Now I fear that I will be the person voted out of the house.
What a stupid move. Lakeisha needs to go home. Why is she still here? I'm probably the person going home tonight.
It is very risky for Cece to keep Lakeisha in the house. I'm uncertain if I agree with the decision or not. But what is even more puzzling is why Cece wants to evict Clay instead of Ada. I'm not sure who to vote for.
Ada is angry and Clay is sad. I am not a heartless person. Of course I feel badly for putting them both into this situation, but it's the game. We all have to get kicked out of the house eventually, and unfortunately for them, tonight is that night for somebody.
It is now time for tonight's second live vote and eviction. But first, each nominee will be allowed to make a final statement. And tonight, Clay, you're first.
Y'all, don't do what Cece tells you to do. Ada has won a competition. I have not. She is the bigger threat in this game. Vote her out.
Ada, it's your turn.
For the record, the competition I won, Clay threw it to me. I beg you all, save me a second time tonight. I am not a threat to win.
Thank you. It is now time to vote. One at a time, Dustin and Lakeisha will enter the diary room and cast their votes to evict. Cece, as head of household, you will only vote in the event of a tie. Lakeisha, please make your way to the diary room.
I've never done as I was told. I am me, I am my own person, I am Lakeisha. That bitch Ada has been getting under my skin since week 1. She is coming after me in this game, so I have to vote to evict Ada. Sorry, Cece, but you can kiss my ass.
Ada nominated me for eviction. I would much rather vote her out, but Cece is my strongest alliance in this house. She wants Clay out, so I vote to evict Clay.
House guests, the votes are in, and for the first time this season we have a tie.
Oh no.
What the hell, guys?
Oh my.
Cece, as head of household, you must break the tie. Please announce your decision to the house.
Sinead, when you want something done, you've got to do it yourself. I vote to evict Clay. Learn how to accept people for who they are.
I don't need life advice. Best of luck, everyone, but especially to Ada. Win this for older people.
Clay, how shocked are you to be sitting here right now?
Evicting me was personal, not strategic, and Cece will regret it eventually.
Let's watch your goodbye messages.
I will not say that I will miss you, because we are not friends, but we shared one incredible experience together and I think you're a great guy, so because of that, we will always share a bond.
Clay, you and I have never formed a connection, and if you want HOH I might find myself in danger, therefore you have to go. Plus, your personality sucks.
Goodbye Clay, you didn't deserve that. Clay was not who you said he was, Cece. That was slander.
Who will become the next head of household? And will Natalie and Phoenix finally earn their way back? Find out next time on Big Brother Sim Edition 3D.